Good morning, ladies. How's everybody today? Good morning, good morning. Yes, good morning. Okay, everybody have a good night? Yeah, don't talk to us now, Mom. We're gonna eat. And good morning to you guys too. Hello. I released the hounds. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I know. Can I get through? Yes. Hi everybody, welcome back to Homemade and Homegrown. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Tammy Sousa. We're getting ready for processing our chickens. This is the day before, so we're getting everything all washed down, making sure that the equipment's working. We got our ice up in the freezer so that we can have our ice bath ready. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we're doing right now. So I figured I'd take you along with us for the journey of preparing how to process your own chickens. So this is our homemade cone hugger here. These hug the chickens. We put the chickens upside down inside here, and we bring the head down, and that quiets them down, and it puts them in a sedative state. So, excuse me. So once we do that, then Joe's going to be the one that's going to do the slice. We do slit their throat, so it's going to be across their, right by their jugular, so they bleed out pretty quick. We're going to have water ready inside of these buckets to catch the blood so that it doesn't coagulate. That's a hard word to say, and stick to the buckets. But we've got 4 of them here on the go. We have, how many, Joe? How many chickens? 28?
28 or 30.
20. Yeah, we lost 2. So we've got 28 chickens to do. And then next month I'll be picking up another 30. But I have to say, this is the part of the exercise or caring for the chickens that I don't like. I usually have to kind of get myself in the zone and just do the job. Everybody who does this on their own will fully admit that it's not the fun part. I'm just gonna clean while I'm talking to you. But it's not the fun part, that's for sure. But I'm grateful for the life that is being sacrificed so that we can eat. I feel confident and good that I gave them a decent life while they were here. Most people process their chickens around 8 to 9 weeks, and these guys actually are going to be 11 weeks. So they're fair-sized chicken, especially the males. I know that we are just cutting it real close to their age because we've got a few of the males that are crowing. So, but anyway, oops, sorry. But yeah, as I was saying, it was just feels hard to do, but like I said, it's got to be done, and I appreciate the life that was given, and I know I gave it a good life. It got to be outside, it got to eat grass, It wasn't treated poorly. Joe will tell you that. There we go. Everything's nice and clean and ready to go. I can't believe the amount of rain we've had for the last 7 to 8 days. I really hope that tomorrow is going to be no rain. But with this being their last night, I just kind of sit here and just watch them and thank the Lord for them.
Today's the last time we get late.
Okay guys, it's the next morning. We're getting everything ready. Got to get the scalder going. That's got to reach up to 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Got everything washed down last night. Just making sure everything is clear. As I was saying yesterday, you may have heard it in my voice. You got to separate yourself. Some people, it's easier for them to do. Not this girl. Just being real with you. Excuse me. Anyway, I have to separate myself, get myself in a mindset. Even though Joe's the one doing the killing part. You know, doesn't matter. I still got to separate myself. Sorry if I'm getting like this, but I just want this channel to show how real we are, and that it's not just a chicken, and no big deal and all that stuff. This is the hard part. Days like this, but I thank God, as I was saying previously, I thank God for these lives so that I can live, so I can have good, clean food for my family. So that I know at least these chickens had a decent life. Treated with respect. Treated with love and care. You know, I'm pacing. Joe's got to go up and get some of them. Had a rabbit down here in the field. Said, no, get out of here. Anyway, Joe's got to go up, get some of the chickens. We've kind of separated them in batches. So we've got 28 to do today. It's 7:30 in the morning right now. And it looks like it's going to be a good day. No rain. Yay. We've had rain for the last week. I thought, my goodness, the last week of their lives, and it's nothing but a mud pit up there. Anyway, they're big. They're definitely going to be anywhere between 6 and 8.5 pounds. I wouldn't doubt it. So we've got a few men. We've got 4 men living here, so that's why I let them go a little bit more. Some people, you know, like I said, they just let them live for about, 6 to 8 weeks, 9 tops. These guys are 11. Yeah, these guys are 11. Sorry, I was looking up at Joe. Anyway, trying to be positive. It's all good. We're going to get the show on the road here soon. Okay, guys, so everything's not quite ready yet. Joe's got to bring down some of the chickens, and our scalder water is not hot enough yet. But what I'm going to probably do is we're going to not show the part where Joe does the killing. So out of respect for you, but also because YouTube isn't allowing that any longer. So we'll make sure that you don't see that. But then the next scene will be us putting it in the scalder, in the hot water. And that's going to help release the feathers to make it easier to pluck the feathers. Now Joe has made this plucker, and we're really hoping it's going to work. He put a bigger motor on it because last year when he made it, the motor wasn't powerful enough, so he put on a bigger motor this time, and we're really hoping that it works. So this is going to do the plucking, so you'll see that part, the chicken going around. After that, then we're going to put it on the on the table here, and that's when I'm going to start taking the guts out and all that stuff, okay? So I'll bring you through those 3 parts, and then after I've done all that, then we put it in a bucket of ice water and leave that there for a bit until we're done the job, and then I'm going to lay them out to air dry a little bit before we put them in the bags, in the freezer bags. So it's going to be an all-day process. It's a lot of birds. And anyway, we'll see you in the next shot here. Tika's freaking out. It's okay, Tika. We got these lobster traps, and we lined them with cardboard so that their feet don't get hurt when they're dragged down the hill. See, we're respecting it right all the way, you know. We got a lot of roosters in this batch. And he's the biggest one. It's okay, they calm down right after that. Okay, so we put them upside down.
Yeah, you can explain it, honey.
Bring the head down and over by the ear.
Right here.
Right there, and then you're going to come down across
And
to the jugular.
And across the other side.
This is the jugular right there. Okay, so now the next step is to put them in the scalder. Okay, so you put that in there for maybe 20-30 seconds. He's a big boy, he's very heavy.
What the?
Oh, our power.
Come on.
So we ended up having a problem with the plucker, so now we have to pluck them by hand. Not fun. So this is going to take us a while. Wow, guys. We've just did, how many? 9 birds?
Yeah.
9 birds, and it's 10:45, so that's literally 3 hours, all because of this plucker not working. So Joe's working on it so that we don't have to keep messing with the plucking part. So we'll be back. Had to take a lunch break. So, Joe's still working on the plucker. Well, you got the plucker, right? You got it done, and now it's just the generator plug.
As soon as I turn it on, it kicks out.
As soon as you turn it on, turn the plucker on, it kicks out.
Yep. Yeah, if it's not
So is
running,
that
it's no-
too much power? Like the motor, and that this thing can't give it enough? Yeah, I know it was working before. We don't get it. Changed my clothes too. I was soaked. Even though I had that apron, butcher apron on. Anyways, here we are. Care to see my tomatoes again? Oh my word. Got 2 more cauliflower that are doing really good though. And my beans are starting to climb up and over the trellis, and these are those purple beans, and check out the little flower. They're orange. I thought that was pretty neat. That's the first time I'm growing those. It's gonna look really pretty once it's all up and over. Today's a nice day for my San Marzanos. They love the sun, so they're starting to pick up too these last few days. Like I said, all this rain, like they're good for water for a while, so. But they're climbing. I'm just killing time till he gets this situated. Oh, check out my bush beans here. The leaves got right big. Bigger than they were last year. Starting to get some of the blossoms. You know, I noticed myself getting frustrated, and that wasn't good. I don't like that when that happens, especially when I'm doing a job like this. You obviously want things to run smoothly, no hang-ups, but you know, you try to prepare yourself for stuff like this. But yeah, anyway, I just caught myself and I said I'm gonna take a break after we do these guys first. So I went up and had some lunch, having a coffee now, and just gonna sit down and chill out. What I was getting frustrated too about was stupid me. I went and got my nails done. Wasn't even thinking. So for those of you that don't know, I have a kind of a bummed hand. Years ago, my wrist there, years ago, my hand went through a glass patio door and it sliced my nerve and a couple of my tendons. So I don't have complete good, like, I've got full movement obviously, but I don't, it's not as strong as my other hand. Plus there's no feeling in these 2 fingers and the thumb. And I'm right-handed, so this is my right hand. So here I am trying to, you know, get in there inside the chicken and release everything away from the walls of the chest. And I couldn't feel it, so I was having a hard time getting everything out properly without breaking anything, like the intestines and the anal area, things like that. So I had that hose with me the whole time running while I was just pulling the insides out, because either I would break I would not realize, but I was breaking a little bit of the intestine. So that's what was getting me upset. So anyway, this is how we learn, and I'm not going to pretend like I'm a pro. That's for sure. You're not going to get no pro out of me, at least for a few more years anyway of doing this. But you know, you do it once or twice a year and processing your chickens. Like we're going to have another batch later on in August coming, another 30. So it'll be twice a year this year. But last year we did 30 birds. And was it 30? 26 I think we ended up with. Yeah. Anyway, and it took us, I think it took us 6 or 7 hours to do those. And here just for 9 it took us 3. So anyway, we'll get it done today. We'll get it done. The sun's shining. It's a beautiful day. We'll get her done. Well, fingers crossed. He thinks he might have it going, so we'll see. Pray for us. You have no idea how much I want this to work out. Okay, I pulled an idiot move. Literally put the cloth in up against the wet table. Now it's damp inside. As I always say, back the truck up, Satan. Get away from me. Like I said, I ain't no pro. Alright, ready to go, and I think he's starting to bring some of the chickens down. Fingers crossed. Hey guys, here's the test. Here we go. Now this is almost like a turkey. Look at the size of this baby. I bet you this is a 9-pounder. 8 for sure. I'm just going to make sure that all the feathers and little needle things are out of the skin. I'm very, very particular about that. Praise God, the plucker's working a heck of a lot better. Joe had to go out to get more ice from the freezer. So I thought this would be a perfect time to try and do this for you. I think we're good. Oh, this guy is heavy. All right. Pull you back. So we're going to pinch right here by the breastbone. So now I'm going to just cut the skin along the neck bone here to release that. And here's the esophagus. And then we got to get the other cord here. This one here is for their crop, which is attached, this bag-like thing. So I'm going to, sorry, I have to pull that away from the skin and the breast. Oh, I just ripped the skin. Oh well. Like I said, I ain't no pro. I swear this part and the anal part might be the hardest part to deal with. Because you don't want any of it to break, but because they're nice and clean, like there's nothing in the crop, it's not going to taint anything really. See, there was a little bit there. And I'm going to cut the skin off here, off the neck. Just all together.
After we do these 10, there's 9 left.
Okay.
Honey scrumptious, do you want me to put ice in this one or in the other one?
Which other one?
This one, the little red one. Or are we going to pull these out and you want me to put them in bags?
Well, they need to air dry, so put them, that's why I clean the bottom. Put some paper towel or something under there, and then let them air dry before we put them in the bag.
Okay, and then we'll put the ice back in there.
Yeah. Now we're going to do the back side. Which is here. So cut probably about an inch away from this oil gland. Cut off the vertebrae right there. Go straight up and down along the butt on both sides. And I'm pulling downwards a bit just to give me that sac there. That's the vent. We don't want to cut that. Okay, so that's loose. Okay, now I got to cut right up top here to get it to the insides and open her up. And now I have to try and pry everything out of there. I'm sticking my finger in here so that I can feel with my other hand where those other fingers are.
Ew!
What?
You're sticking your fingers in there. Ew!
These legs are too big, so I won't be able to tuck them in behind, so I have to open that up and just get rid of this part before I pull everything out. Okay, here we go. Okay, the majority of everything is out except for the lungs. The lungs, they seem to be the hardest thing to get a hold of because they're attached right to the rib cage. How many did you say was stopped there?
9.
And how many's there?
Down here waiting.
Yeah. In the water again. What? Okay, I'm just going to cut the neck off here. Look at that size of that baby. I don't know, maybe this is a 10-pounder.
I would like to weigh them, see what the average is.
We will weigh one, yeah, for sure. way. There we go, guys. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Well, guys, it's done. All 28. It's 4 o'clock. So what did we figure out once we got, so we got 9 done the first 3 hours because we didn't have 3.5 hours because the plucker wasn't working. And we took a break, started back up at 12.
Well, correction, you took a break. I fixed the plucker.
Right. I took a lunch break. Managed to make him a roast beef sandwich. Had to feed him. Anyway, so that was you said we started at 12 again.
Yep.
And now it's 4 o'clock. We've been done for the last 10 minutes.
And we
So
did 18. Or
19
19 in that amount of time.
in 4 hours.
Yep.
Since we got, and I just saw our chicken fall and wipe out down the hill. Anyway, so since we got the plucker going, we were able to get 19 done in 4 hours. So yeah, plucker helps.
Ain't the prettiest, but it's effective.
Well, hey, as long as it got done. So now we're just gonna clean up our mess and get these birds bagged up and put in the freezer, and we will be finished. We had one little accident though, didn't we, Joe?
What?
We had one little accident.
Yeah. Well, we had a couple of little accidents. I got pooped on too.
Pooped on, and hold your thumb up. He cut his thumb. Woo! It got hot. Well, guys, thanks for stopping by today and watching how we processed our chickens today. It was quite the, I got my makeup running. Quite the ordeal, but I shouldn't say quite the ordeal. Things happen, but we pushed through and we got the job done. Now, like I said, what we're going to do is I'm just boiling some water so that when we bag them, we're going to dip them and the bag will seal the chicken. So before we put it in the freezer. So that's it. That's all we're going to be doing now. So again, thanks for stopping by at Homemade and Homegrown, and we hope that it was, if not educational, entertaining. Entertaining to watch us. So anyway, have a fabulous week. We'll see you next time. Bye for now. God bless.